Okay, I think we can get started. So this is Bonk's Revenge, 1991, as you can see, and I'll give you a little information about the game. I actually was the proud question mark owner of a TurboGrafx 16 as a young 10-year-old. I got this game for my 10th birthday, and also a TurboGrafx 16. So I played the hell out of it, and it could just be nostalgia, but I feel like it is up there with the sort of third-party AAA class like Mega Man 2 and 3. It's a very, very well-made game. Bonk's Adventure is not that great, and neither is the third game, but for some reason, Bonk's Revenge, everything just came together. I don't know if it was because Mario World and Sonic 1 were kind of out there as competitors, but they really delivered a very solid platformer, and one that had much more of an attitude and much more of a sort of much more of a sense of design behind it, and at least in terms of art. Art, excuse me. I just ate, so there are remnants of ramen swimming around in my body. So let's get started. I hate Keith Courage, by the way, seeing as you just asked. It was the game I played out of a sense of obligation, really, more than anything, because it came with the system, but it was pretty bad. It was also secretly based on an anime that I don't think anyone has ever seen. So yeah, this is Bonk. As you can see, it looks really good. And the TG16 was not necessarily really a 16-bit console. It kind of cheated. But this game is great looking. I love how it looks. I think it looks better than Mario World, better than Sonic 1. It is sort of like the showpiece for TG16 games. And again, let me know if... uh-oh. I see people say they are getting a black screen. If you are also getting a black screen, let me know. From my preview and from the laptop I'm looking at, I actually see the game being streamed okay, so if you don't see anything, let me know. Maybe you need to refresh if you don't see anything. Keith Courage is not the worst game ever, it's just a really bad game to launch your system with. Okay, yeah, apparently people can see the game fine, so we're gonna keep going. And, feel free to ask me a lot of questions, because I know a lot about this game. And I played it too much, because like I said, I got it with the TG16, and, I didn't get a lot more TG16 games, because I immediately got a Super Nintendo afterwards, so... God bless that middle class in the 90s. We sure got our video games, didn't we? You know what? I'm gonna try that again because I really want to get these smiley faces. They will be key to making me... Oh, jeez. Alright. I do need a little practice, maybe. But I will not bore you guys with doing the same parts over and over again, because that's no fun. I will... sorry for the lack of talking, I do want to, oh, that was good. That was good. So the TG16 controllers had turbo buttons on the controller themselves, which is pretty interesting, and it does play into Bonk, because Bonk can hover by continually attacking in the air like that. And it's a little harder to do if you don't have turbo. It's not really that hard. I feel like I have enough like finger memory or thumb memory to sort of just do that automatically, but turbo would be nice. I could always configure my controller, but I didn't actually do that. So we're gonna go without turbo this time, which is fine. I actually don't use it that often. And like I said, please let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay, you can hear the game okay, and ask some questions because this is part of our unplanned Cave Mania series that I've dubbed because we just did Joe and Mac. I did Joe and Mac livestream, Ray did Congo's Caper, and now I'm doing Bonk's Revenge. And like I said, it's one of my favorite platformers. A lot of that is due to the fact that I had to play it because I got a TG16. But I do feel like it does really hold up. It's kind of an unsung game. Not perfect, but very, very solid. I feel like it's a sort of up there with Mega Man 2 and 3. Very different games, but sort of like just as solid as those. And you can move these guys around, which you could not do in the first game. And weirdly enough, I believe the first game was co-developed by Atlas. They have a credit. And this game is wholly developed by Red, who is sort of... they've done a lot of work most you probably don't know about, or maybe you do, but not super, you know, important, but they've done a lot of things over the years. Bonk is really not revenging anything. In fact, this game is called PC Genjin 2 in Japan, because Bonk's name is PC Genjin, which means PC Caveman, and PC stands for... Oh, I'm sorry about that. I got that wrong. Instead of PC Engine, it's PC Genjin, get it? That's all there is to it. PC Engine is the name of the Japanese TG16. I know it's very complicated, it's a very complicated pun, but Bonk's name is PC Genjin, and Genjin means caveman in Japanese. This one's a little harder. I may do it over again. I used to be really, really good at these bonus levels. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Good. Again, I also love the music in this game. It's really great. There's one really annoying song, but I think we're actually in the level where it plays, but... Well, what do you know? That was pretty awesome. I'm semi-proud of myself. Yeah, Bonk's Revenge is actually sort of the Kirby Angry Eyebrows of the TG16 world, because, you can probably tell this game is very cute. It's super cute. Everything is, like, adorable as hell. But the box art is like, Bonk is gonna smash your face open. He's gonna kill a realistic-looking Triceratops, basically. Which is not at all what this game is like. Look how happy and carefree he is. He's like, his arms are up in the air. He's saying "we" practically with every jump. Yeah, and the PC Engine was much more popular in Japan than it was here. Let's see if we can get a better... Oh, there we go. I don't know why Lotax is in China. You might want to ask him. I don't really talk a lot with Lotax. So I think there's some smiley faces over here. They're kind of like the currency, which I'll need later in the game to get some bonuses, and I'll show you later when we get to a boss what those smiley faces actually do. But Bonk's Revenge is not a long game. Those hue cards could not hold a lot of data, so there's maybe like 6 or 7 levels in this game, and the last level, Mega Man style, is kind of like a boss rush, which I always had problems with. Not the best way to end your game, but it was pretty common, so I'm not gonna hold it against them. Yeah, there's lots of Jack Frost faces in Bonk's Adventure, which is probably because Hudson developed the game. I'm sorry, not Hudson, but Atlas. They co-developed it. So you'll see a lot of Jack Frost faces, which is kind of weird. There we go. And in the Japanese version, that power-up makes Bonk into a very girly man. It gives him big eyelashes, a shiny head, and he blows kisses, which stun the enemies, which I think is hilarious, because he gets that power-up by eating meat, but maybe not the best thing for your audience, trying to prove that Bonk is, like, hard-ass, can kick Mario's butt, etc. And that boss is pretty easy, so... Hi, thanks for joining us. Can someone let me know how many people are in the stream? I can't really see that info now. I'd like to know. I'm just curious. And please ask me questions about Bonk, because, if anything, I know too much about this game. Far too much. Oh, 48. Thank you for joining us. I forgot to say, this is Bob from Retronauts, the video game podcast, the classic gaming podcast, that is, and you are watching Bonk's Revenge, the live stream of Bonk's Revenge, a great platformer from 1991 for the TurboGrafx 16, and let me tell you, I think when I tweeted about the TurboGrafx, that was the first time I actually spelled that console's name right, because it has a really stupid spelling. It's TURBOGRAFX. Super 90s. Super 90s. It's nearly extreme is how strange it is. And yeah, as always, this will be saved to Twitch, but I'm also going to upload this playthrough to YouTube, which is going to be a new thing for us. I want to put more videos on YouTube, but things take time to do, and I don't always have time, but we'll do what we can. But as you can see, I have new technology working for me. Got a rad wallpaper, and you can see chat in the video itself, which may not be good for you guys now, but it will be helpful for people watching this later, saying, what the hell is Bob responding to? Well, that will be, uh-oh. Those guys are annoying. So I'm going to go back, because if I take the upper route, I can get a very, very, very helpful item. These guys are really annoying. Jeez. Okay, something happened, I'm not sure what. I think it wanted to put me in its mouth, but it didn't know what to do, so. A game called Bob's Revenge? I don't know. Less headbutting. So we're just gonna go back to this area we were here before. So I got a question, Bob. Do I ever want to do long plays? I do. It just takes a little bit of time. It's somewhat hard to organize even a live stream like this for me because I have a lot going on. But maybe in the future, I think I did do a long play of Clock Tower a few months back, actually around Halloween time. That's on our Twitch page. So if you go there, you can look that up. I played through the game in 2 installments. And thanks for all the kind words that are going on in the chat. I appreciate it. No, Bonk is very, very nice as far as getting hit goes. I started the game in expert mode, which means I start with 3 hearts instead of 5 or 7, but I can actually play the entire game, not just a few levels from the game. Because if you play on easy, you don't get to play the entire game. And that we're gonna reload. I did not want that to happen. As always, I am very liberal with the saving and reloading because you know. You guys don't want to watch me play through things again, do you? I don't think so. Yes, Bob's Revenge would basically be me getting revenge against Ohio for 27 years of mistreatment. I'm using a USB SNES controller, actually. Doesn't make any sense, but it feels right. See if I can do this. Again, I'm thankful that I'm not being timed because that would be a problem. And Bonk kind of has like a Metroid-style wall jump. There's one more thing I want to get. I'm gonna have to backtrack again if you guys don't mind. I'm gonna get that purple heart, or the blue heart rather. It will give me more hit points, more max hit points, which I need for later. And I'm not being timed. Enemies do respawn, I think, but I dig the atmosphere in this level. Oh. I didn't play a lot of Super Bonk, actually. I played all the Bonk games. I like Air Zonk a lot. I feel like Revenge is the peak, definitely. So really, really a lot better than other games. I'm not sure why, because I feel like they shared a lot of talent. But this game, everything really came together. The art, the design, the music. Yeah, I like it a lot. Where's the? I need the boulder to come back. Okay, oh, there we go. That didn't work, okay. I'm trying to get back up there, it'll take me a minute. I need to bounce off a boulder here. Let's try that again. I think I need to wait for it to go up a little higher. Or I can just forget about the stupid extra heart. I really want it, though. Oh, whatever. I'll just keep going. I know when I'm licked. It's cool. I know where there's more extra things I can get, so it's cool. I just don't want to bore anybody, so I'm gonna keep moving. I am playing the American version. As I said before, the Japanese version is different in at least one instance, and that's when you get a power-up, the first meat power-up, instead of turning into like a scary guy with a scar that shoots atomic symbols, he turns into a very, very pretty boy with a shiny head and long eyelashes, and he blows kisses. Which I think was not what they wanted to, that's not what they wanted to say about this game in America, at least. I feel like they wanted to be badass, like Sonic or whatever, but, and what season should The Simpsons have ended? I would say probably 9. Not Bonk related, but hey, you asked. So we have another mini game. These are always really good. And I love the music for this. I need to use it on Retronauts at some point. So this one is pretty easy. You just collect things and don't fall, basically. Oh, don't do that, basically. We'll save a little sooner. There was never a Bonk cartoon. Bonk did not have much of a presence after '91, really. I feel like he was talked about a lot as a competitor with Mario and Sonic, but after the TG16 kind of cratered, they were like, let's forget about Bonk. And then Bonk became a multi-platform guy. He went to Game Boy, he went to Super Nintendo. Yeah, Bonk has probably had maybe 8 or 9 games. So, maybe a few remakes, if I remember right. And I'm going to be a little quiet during this part because I want to get everything I need. Smiley faces are vital to my existence here. You're going to see why later. Unless you know already. Please don't spoil it if you know. Oh no! Okay, we're good. I cannot watch The Simpsons anymore, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know the name of the SNES USB controller I have, but I think it is the most common one, if that helps at all. And look, another bonus level. They really throw them at you here. This one is not very good, actually, because I really don't know how to do it correctly. You have to... It's really fun, though. You have to get a piranha attached to you, but they're very hard to keep on your body. And when Bonk climbs, they have a nasty habit of falling off. But I did okay there. And I can't spin either because that even jumping knocks them off. So yeah, it's kind of confusing. I really don't know what you're supposed to do here. I don't know a lot about Dota 2, so I can't say anything if it would make the game better. But I would probably play I would probably play Dota 2 if Bonk was in it. Yeah, I basically play retro games with this SNES controller because I like the big D-pad. I feel like that's really necessary for 2D games. So even if it's a TG16 game, it just feels right to me. And I'm gonna cruise around my new cool flower helicopter beanie. And let me know if you guys like how this game looks. I love how it looks. I think it was way ahead of its time, at least in terms of having a very, very strong design sense to it. Like, it's kind of like Yoshi's Island. I feel like it was way ahead of its time. Mario and Sonic they felt kind of conservative compared to how weird and zany this game got. The last good console Nintendo produced. I still like the Wii U, guys. I don't know. I played a lot. I know it's doing bad, but and you collect these little smiley faces in the eyeballs. It's all fun. I know I'm missing some stuff. Oh, mostly a boss that shows up as a regular enemy. I don't really get anything for killing him, so I'm just gonna eat another meat. I'm saying that Mario's the graphics were more conservative compared to Bonk's, and that's really true. I think no one got as bug-eyed or as weird as the characters in Bonk compared to Mario World. Yoshi's Island, yes, it's as out there as this game, and I wish that games had thought of that a little earlier, or were more confident about that a little earlier. But I feel like Bonk is a less conservative game visually than Mario World. These always look like cookies to me, but yeah. So I saw where I wanted to go next. Hopefully I won't die. And we have another bonus level. They really give them to you in this section. And this one's going to be a little harder without the turbo, because I have to just kind of jam on that button. So I might not be talking because I'm busy developing carpal tunnel over here. It's actually not too bad. I already know which direction these things are going to move just because I played this a billion times, so that helps. And I'm getting so many smiley faces, I'm very happy about that. That was great. No, Nintendo is a very conservative company in the non-political sense. That's what I meant, not like this game is a very liberal game and they vote for John Kerry and Barack Obama. It's more liberal in the, like, anything goes kind of sense in terms of art. Not that I don't like how Mario World looks, I just feel like it's not as out there as Bonk. And I think that's what drew me to Bonk in the first place, is just how weird it looked, because I liked Ren and Stimpy, I loved cartoons, I still do, and this game looked as close to a cartoon as you could get in 1991, I think. Unless you're playing Dragon's Lair, and that doesn't count. And the great thing is junk food gives you no health. And lives are very helpful in this game. I would rather interview John Romero. Oh, and that's a bad thing that happened to me. I want that meat so bad. Oh well. We're gonna go back and get some things first before we move on to the boss. Yes, all of the Ren and Stimpy games were pretty bad. Even the Genesis one, which is better than the others, it's still not very good. Although they get points for trying to at least make it look like the show. The gameplay is not as good as Mario or Sonic 1, but I feel like it's extremely solid, and there's lots of secrets. It just feels good. Bonk's Adventure does not feel good. The levels are just kind of boring, at least the ones I played. Revenge is really where it's at in terms of this series. And I think there's something for me down here. He probably won't stop, so there we go. I like the dinosaurs with the half eggs over their heads. It's all very, like I said, it's all very cute. I'm a fan of things that are adorable in this way. Adorable, but still kind of weird and dark. And the bosses are definitely of that style. You'll see in a second. This is a very, very easy boss if you know the trick. So basically, I just stand here. I believe this will stop any of these from hitting you. Maybe one might hit me, but he's so easy. This is all you have to do. And that can get you, but I was just being stupid. So I don't know about John Romero's. I think he's a married man, so I can't answer that question. Okay, one more, we'll do it. What's a cartoon I like nowadays? The last one I watched was, I need to watch more of Adventure Time actually, but I really liked Captain Flapjack. And a lot of Adventure Time people worked on that show, so I probably would like Adventure Time if I watched more of it. So that's our first boss. He was pretty easy, and what happens now is you're taken on an elevator, and based on the amount of smiley faces you collect, your reward increases up to 50 or 60, and I think getting the most will get you a warp. Okay, perfect. I don't want to warp. I don't know if this will make me warp, but we'll see. I know I get a lot of really good prizes for getting all those smiley faces, so. And those are all Bonk's dinosaur friends, I guess? The ones he's not murdering with his head? I might have to warp. They warped me. Okay, it's okay. We're not gonna see level 2, I guess, but yeah, that's what happens. But that's okay. Level 2 isn't super great, but yeah, getting 50 hearts in a level will let you warp. No, sorry, 50 smiley faces in a level will let you warp. And, oh, I love the music. Also, I can freeze people. Oh. And the snowflakes are enemies, I believe. Nope, you can collect them. A lot of people reference that Simpsons bit without knowing that Bob Mackey is an actual real guy. The whole Wild Bob Mackey, they don't know that he's a real person that predates me. Yeah, too bad we don't see level 2. I forgot that you can actually warp if you collect too many smiley faces, which it can work against you like Mario 3, where you want to collect as many lives as possible, but if you warp, you're kind of thrown into the harder levels without as much of a buffer, so it can be harder, you know, warping. But I should know what I'm doing. I've been playing this game for like 23 years, so... Ah, bonk. And I like this music too. It's very, very serene. I love snow levels that really deliver on the promise of making you feel the weather, the coldness, the elements. Also, bouncing around on Aurora Borealis is also cool. Oh, I love these guys. They are adorable. Again, this game is way too cute, in a good way. Which is funny that it was marketed as like, here's Bonk and he's gonna murder you. But that's 90s for you guys. Things were not allowed to be cute in the 90s, at least in America. And these are the enemies. Again, that dinosaur, too cute, but he has to die. Okay, here's Super Meat. And Super Meat gives me invincibility. Also, I love that climbing animation. And, I barely took advantage of it, but, there's a question mark here. I believe there's, like, a secret if I... Yep. This part of Bonk is extreme, actually. And we're about to walk into an onsen. I didn't know what that sign meant when I was a kid, but now I do. And we're treated to more surprises. Yeah, his head does look like a giant ass when he becomes Super Meat Bonk. Favorite King of the Hill episode, I would say, the Spring Break one I'm a big fan of, with all the old ladies. I also like the Christmas one where Bill dresses up as his wife. And I'm a big fan of the one where Dale gets back together with his wife. I love that show, by the way. It needs to be back on Netflix or something. I haven't watched it in years. I have seen Archer, only season 1 though. I feel like I need to get back and watch more. Can someone give me an update on the amount of people in the room? Like I said, I don't have that browser in front of me now, and I just want to know. If I have to reintroduce what exactly the hell I'm doing here. Oh, dinosaur in the woods. I do like the dancing dog episode as well. Yeah, like, that really needs to be on a streaming service. It seemed to have disappeared. Ooh, 59. Hey, everybody. I am Bob from Retronauts, and I am playing Bonk's Revenge, if you couldn't tell. And it's a fun little platformer, probably the best in the series, and I think it really holds up. No one really cares about the TG16 in America, unless you're a weirdo like me. But I had one as a kid. It was a bad idea, but I got one. And I managed to hold it out until I got my SNES. And this guy's kind of fat and annoying, but there's a boss for you. It's not that hard. And I kind of slid into home there for my... Okay, this part gets interesting, because you can kind of bounce across these snowflakes over here. If you're good enough, like me, you can do it. I guess I'm not that good, but I did okay. Bonk 3 is probably expensive because it came out when no one wanted the TG16, and so they made very little copies of it. I'm currently wearing jeans and a t-shirt. Nothing salacious. I apologize. again, lots of bonus levels in this game. You're going to see a lot of them, but it's great because they give you a chance to get these all-important smiley faces. Yeah, Bonk is very Charlie Brown looking, now that you mention it. I can see a ROM hack of that in my head immediately. Charlie Brown's Revenge. There actually is an animated short that is sort of like that. Charlie Brown meets Taxi Driver. Look it up, kids, if you want to be disturbed. Let's load. I feel like I can do better than that. Whoever did the music there on Wikipedia, if you look up the Wikipedia entry for this game, it'll tell you. I forget the name. But now that I have a working TG16 emulator, I do want to play Aerzonk at some point. I really like it. It reminds me a lot of Parodius, which I also am a huge fan of. And I kind of secretly wanted that game a lot when I was a kid, but I was like, do I really need to buy another TG16 game? I had this shiny new SNES, so I never did, and I never got it. I never really played it. Yeah, the CGI Peanuts movie, I'm glad they did not give the characters eerily realistic eyes, because I feel like that's a common thing they do in CGI movies now, and it really bothers me. Like, the Smurfs have these creepily detailed eyes, which they should just be black dots. I mean, I don't get it. So they got that part right, at least. It looks good. It looks like it's the best way you can make those characters look in 3D. Yeah, that short is called Bring Me the Head of Charlie Brown, if you want to know. It was directed by Jim Reardon, who did a lot of Simpsons episodes as a director, so they got some good talent. Alright. Aerzonk is just a fun little shooter. Lots of great 2D graphics, great music, very quirky sense of humor. I think Keith Kurt is kind of ugly and bland and quirky in its own way, but not a great game. Not a good launch game. And we're back to the ice level, which I could probably do this in my sleep now. Watch as I fail as soon as I say that, but like I said, this is a pure example of I got this game at age 10, I played it all summer, and now I can't get it out of my head. The physics are ingrained in my brain. Plock is not related. It's actually made by Brits. This game is made by a Japanese developer, so wow. Yeah, I really feel like no one should be able to do that, but like I said, I've done it so many times. Humble brag. I have to make sure that I don't warp again, because I do want to show off more of the game. This is only going to be an hour-long live stream, but I still want to play as much as I can. And, I mean, I think you guys missed the beach level. I forget the order the level's going. But Bonk's Adventure, not as good, like I said before. The levels are much flatter. Like, they feel a lot more like Mario Brothers 1. In this game, levels go up and down all over the place. There's lots of exploring. Oh no. Piranha. Let's get some meat. The turbo function isn't needed. It's a little helpful because a lot of the action in the game involve hitting the button fast, but you don't really need to do it. If you've been playing games for a while, you should know how to, you know, do one of these. That's no turbo, and it's not too hard. Let's see if I screw this up completely. I feel like I'm missing something by not going up there, but I've already missed my chance, so let's go to the last part of the stage. Mammoth Tomb. Yeah, Hudson is credited on this game, so Bomberman resemblances might not be, you know, just a coincidence. I have not met Master Higgins. I believe Ray has met Takahashi Meijin himself. I'm sure of it. I think he came to 1UP at some point before I was there. So you can probably look that up online. As always, stalactites are much more of a danger in this game as they are in real life. Yeah, I would love to do another movie podcast. I just have to find the right movie and make sure that we can all watch it in time. Those are really fun, and I love bad movie podcasts, which is why I did those in the first place. I kind of wanted to do what I was listening to anyways. So I'm going to do a little Samus Metroid action here. There we go. Yes, there's wall jumps. It's great. I love it. Speaking of wall jumps, this bonus level is nothing but wall jumps. So, I'm not super great at this, but you can probably get what's happening here. It's all timing. And yeah, I almost made it. And Bonk is stuck in a forever limbo of twirling. We don't really plan on having a permanent fourth chair. We like having guests, so yeah. And thanks for the comments about the movie episodes. I really like doing those, and I liked making sure everyone knew what we were talking about, having some context for these conversations, because some bad movie podcasts aren't as good at that, so I prefer to keep the listener informed. These guys are great, too. Even though this game is cute, a lot of levels are very moody, and there are just chickens falling from the sky, as you can see. It is a vegetarian nightmare. Oh, thanks for loving me, it's great. I love it. I appreciate it. Let's keep it platonic, though. And I have 11 lives, and I've not lost one yet, but this next boss is annoying. I don't think I figured out how to really kill her without losing some health. Oh yeah, let me go down. And I am not getting those smiley faces for a reason, because I'm coming very close to getting those 50 smiley faces I need to warp, and I don't want to warp. I do not want to warp. This feels very Dark Soulsy to me. Yeah, and also Bonk can freeze enemies if he hits the ground with that first meat power-up, but there were no enemies around, so... I will get this at some point. Yes, I did it. Yeah, I don't know what video game movie I would want to do next. I'd have to think about it. I tried doing all the most notable ones. Frank Gravy wants to know which Retronauts episode is The Wizard. You'll have to look it up. It's part of our 1UP collection, which we don't host. We don't have the rights to those, so you'll have to find it on your own. But I would just recommend Googling or asking a friend, phoning a friend, perhaps. Okay. Okay, let's do something before I die. Let's just pause. It can be easy. It can be really easy to get overwhelmed by that little section, but if you know the timing, it's really easy to finish. Okay, come on, dude. Yeah, I watched the This Ain't No Game on Giant Bomb. I think it might have helped me get the idea for the podcast, actually. And I love Ryan Davis, and I love those videos. No! More mimics. Okay. You may witness my first loss of life soon. There's a boss here that I'm not sure how to do Do it. Do it without getting hit. And of course, this guy's a real dick. That was just a jerk move right there. So many mimics. I know they're not called mimics, but they really are. Oh, I want that meat! Okay. So we're gonna fight an evil ballerina. I don't know the trick to this guy. Or lady, perhaps. I just know maybe you stand here. Oh, I know. Let's try that again. I think I know what you have to do. And I already screwed up briefly, but I think you have to jump down and then headbutt. And then do one of these. I will lose a life, but it's no big deal. Yes, this dinosaur ballerina may give you feelings. Oh, that's what you do. Okay, it's really that easy. I'm sorry. You just stand and then you jump. The death animation in this game is much more peaceful. In Bonk's Adventure, when you die, he like starts frothing at the mouth and like freaking out. It's much more disturbing. In this one, he's like, he comes to terms with his own death. It's like, I'm just gonna lie here. Yeah, it's actually this easy, and I just didn't realize it. Except for this part. You might have to jump on her leg. I think that's what they want you to do, but okay. I still have 11 lives. I'm gonna get more lives on the Soul Train coming up, so it's no big deal. You son of a... Yay! Bonehead. You know, Bonk never resorts to childish insults when he fights. So we're gonna take the elevator. We're not gonna get the best reward, which is good because I don't want to warp. Warping is not what I want to do right now. No. So, these are the dinosaurs that I don't want to kill for some reason, because they give me things. And that's always nice. This looks like Bonk's teacher or something. I want an extra life or a blue heart. I'll take a blue heart. And even the train has a cute little face on it. I mean, look how much work is put into this little scene. All the train cars are appropriately worn down and stony. Gee, it's great. I love it. Okay, this level is fantastic. In terms of, like, just comedy through graphics, I think this level is great. You'll see why soon. I mean, there's these things, and they will smooch you. Unless you kill them. Well, I don't know if we're gonna hit 69 viewers, but, you're free to do that. Okay, I'm getting smooched, Again, like, I feel like so many of these platformers from the early 90s had a tropical theme, and this game is really, like, really tropical. And we can collect beach balls if you want. Don't get attacked by the semaphore flags. They are deadly. As you can see, junk food gives me nothing. I get no health from it, so watch out, kids. I believe there are waves that come by here, yep. And I just love how the enemies, they change their costume based on what level you're in. They have little sailor hats on. It's great. Yes, really, I think the whole world is kind of tropical, except for that snow level, which felt like a premonition to the Ice Age. Oh, I like this level a lot. I'm not very good at it. But, I'll try. Again, I feel like there's a really good rhythm to this game and in Bonk's attacks. They just feel good. They don't feel as good in Adventure. I feel like there's a lot more guesswork in Adventure. Okay, one sec. Alright. Yeah, I was watching a long play of the game, and it's only an hour long, really, which is not crazy for a game. Oh, this is when they kind of get out of ideas slightly. It's like, oh, we'll just throw 3 of these idiots at you. Not hard, but if one of them gets you, it can be annoying. Anything that takes the controller away from you is never fun. I like their creepy faces, though. They're very Cubist looking. And now we have swimming in the game, which is good. Again, it's really hitting all those checkpoints. We have swimming, we kind of had flying. We've got transformations like Mario World. We've got dinosaurs, although we're killing them, we're not riding them. I really like how you swim under this boat before you get onto it, and then we have these piranha, which we can bonk, I believe. Best Simpsons cameo? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Do you mean guest star? So we're gonna keep going this way because I want to get something without being murdered by this. I thought there was something over here. I guess not. I think Bonk might have went to space in one of the games. Maybe even this one. So here's where your meat really comes in handy. There is no breath timer, don't worry. Bonk is invincible underwater, at least in terms of oxygen, you know. So let's just run through here. And Bonk can just kill the universe by just headbutting the ground, that's all it takes. Which is really helpful here because there are enemies in these tubes. As you can see, those torpedoes also explode. Okay, so I think there's something over here. Some birds, maybe? Anything aside from death? There we go. I believe there's a bonus level for me. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this game. I think it's a lot of fun. It's not as great as Mario or Sonic, but I feel like it is a super strong platformer that most people would not regard as anything special. But I think it's a very special game. It has a sort of, like, I don't know, it communicates so much humor through graphics, and I feel like games are not really doing that around 91. And it's still very humorous, very cute. I love Bonk as a character. He's not as of a hard ass as the advertising lead you to believe. I'm sure there is a ton of Bonk fanfic and DeviantArt, as there is for everything, so look at your own discretion if you're over 18. Yes, actually, I just read about that canceled Bonk game, You Boy. I believe it was the PS2 remake or something like that of the original, which, like I said, the original is not that great. I wish they would just remake Revenge, or... I don't know, it looks so good already. I don't know what they could do with it. It looks really good. I mean, there's a lot of animation. It's a great looking game. I love how this game looks. I don't know what you're saying there about Arrow the Acrobat, but his game is nowhere near as well made as Bonk's Revenge. I've played Arrow, I've tried to play it rather. It is, it's a difficult game. I get what they're trying to do. And we're back here. Oop. I don't know how to do a Jeremy Parish voice, I'm sorry. I've heard that we all sound very similar, so I don't know how to do a slightly similar voice to my own. We're all very dry and very, very white. I think Bonk could be in Smash Brothers, but like I said, he's an also-ran. He's not history's winner, therefore he gets relegated to the footnotes. Again, like I met Alex before, but I don't think he has a very distinct voice. I don't think I do either. So. So yeah, I just like the design of this level a lot. It's very thoughtful in a way that I'm not used to seeing in games of this age that aren't by Nintendo or Sega. It's rarely cheap. I feel like it's hardly ever cheap. These guys are pretty easy. I believe I already have an Eastern Ohio Moog voice, so blue hearts, they give you an extra hit point. If you pick them up on their own. Right now I'm missing 2 in some hearts because I took some hits, so that's why you're seeing some blue hearts there. And again, there's not too many bonus levels, but you can tell why I've gotten to be pretty good at some of them because they cycle pretty fast. And I think they're always located in the same spot, so you'll always get that ice level from that one flower. Bonk's Revenge is out on Virtual Console for Wii, so if you have a Wii U or a Wii, you can download it. I did years ago, probably like 5 or 6 years ago. And I believe like a lot of the Bonk games are on Virtual Console, so Bonk is represented in Nintendo. As far as when the Wii U release will go, God if I know. I don't think any TG16 games... Okay, like, I don't get why those things are throwing axes, but I think it's funny. Very, very Hammer Brothers-y of them. And I don't know why they went to the trouble of naming that radar tower. Maybe it was like a pun in Japanese with the axes? I can't tell you. I don't really know. Nothing happens if you take them out, but I'm doing it for fun. I would say the SNES's finest hour was Yoshi's Island. Although I do love Earthbound, you know that. Sailor Saloon, home of dinosaurs with boobs, as you'll see shortly. So let's do this instead. Do not be disturbed by the boob dinosaurs, they will be gone soon. They do want to sit on you. And I found another bonus flower. How did I know that was there? Yeah, I think the Gaia Terranigma series really should have a comeback, but I don't know what the developer's doing. I think we went into that on the episode about them, too. It's very Titanic-y down here. And I'm just trying to rush through so I can see what's over here, because they've got to be hiding something amid all this garbage. Oh, it's the boss door. No wonder. No wonder. This boss is kind of tricky, too. But no boss in Bonk are just too hard. I like this guy, actually. He's pretty cool. That's a cigar! Smoking in a child's game. How dare you? Yeah. Yeah, the boss music is great, as is the bonus stage music. I like that too. Okay, now it gets a little trickier because he develops some new skills here, which we'll see. And I believe we just have to... Yeah, it can be a little tricky because they do explode and you can get caught in the crossfire. Oh my gosh. That was pretty good. I normally don't get that many hits in at a time. It is the Yamato, actually. Bonk could be secretly a post-apocalyptic game, for all we know. I'm just gonna hide in here. Oh! I am probably not going to get Mario Kart 8 because I don't really care about Mario Kart anymore, I'm sorry. Come on, I want a missile I can bounce off of. There we go. Okay, he's dead. Brute! So what 3DS games are worth getting? I would say Bravely Default, Rune Factory 4. It depends on what you like, really. I mean, there are a lot of great RPGs for the system. There's a lot of great, It is very Dark Souls-y, this game. I'm only semi-kidding. Only because Dark Souls feels like an 8-bit or 16-bit game. Extra life. Oh no. Extra heart's better. Okay, this is where I'm not as familiar with the levels, but we can get through this. Yeah, the new Zelda is really good for 3DS. And I did not care for Skyward Sword, so take that as you will, excuse me. So many mimics. It's a field of mimics. And this guy's back. It seems like a very 8/16-bit thing to do to make a boss an enemy at some point. I've never met Luke Smith actually. And we're back at the Piranha stage, which I'm not very good at. I don't know how to get better though. I've been trying for 20 years, everyone. I know you don't do that for sure. You really don't do that. I don't really care about Dynasty Warriors, so I don't really care about Zelda Dynasty Warriors. Not a big fan of Dynasty Warriors. I have not met Luke Perry. So there's nothing up here, really. Except for death. Flaming death. So that's the benefit of having crazy first meat Bonk. And the game's getting a little harder. Just a little bit. Now that all the water is replaced by lava. Oh, I guess not. Just piranha water. I would say the TG16 probably is on par with the Genesis as far as sound goes. It's not as distinct as the Genesis sound chip, but it's probably as capable. Yeah, I'm really bad at this stage. I don't think I normally play it. I think I usually use the warp. But I have 9 lives, so I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Yeah, this stage is pretty rough. Come on, Bonk. Yeah, this is Bonk Souls, that's right. Yeah, actually, I'm noticing a lot of the same, quote-unquote, geometry of the first world here. They might have just reused some chunks of stages to save space, if that's a possibility. It does feel like, yeah, New Game Plus of Bonk Souls. There are now crabs hiding everywhere, and bubbles, evil bubbles. Which I find is a very strange thing I see in Japanese games a lot. Like, crabs will shoot bubbles. Do crabs do that in real life? I have not seen it. Oh my lord, these guys are rough. Yeah, I believe this is just the first stage with harder enemies, which I forgot about. I forgot that the game did that. Yeah, it's much harder. Come on. These guys, we missed them in the level we skipped, but they're annoying. Wow. Wow, this game, come on. It was so easy before this, what's happening? Okay, whatever. That's why we have so many lives. See, that's where all these bonus stages came in handy, because this stage is pretty brutal. It's just kind of like a gauntlet of pain and hatred. And it is the first level, really. Made evil. So, this is a cutscene, I believe, which is one of probably one cutscene in this game. So no boss in that stage. It just did feel like sort of filler to me, but whatever. those hue cards were not really big, and they needed everything they could really for a game that was as graphically intensive. Believe it or not, this game is pretty graphically intensive for a 1991 16-bit game. Wow, I really went flying there. Okay. We're actually getting close to the end of this game. There's going to be a boss rush, and then I believe we fight King K. Rool, which is probably one of the better evil supervillain names of the early 90s. And there are socks coming from the sky, I don't know why. TG16 games, I believe they all use passwords. I don't think they could fit a battery onto those little cards. And they're really just like credit cards, the cue cards, if you've ever seen them. They're the size of credit cards, they're a little thicker, but I believe they're up to 4 megabits. Oh, come on, I hate these guys. This is where real Bonk Souls begins. Yeah, Donkey Kong 64 is a pile of garbage. Banjo-Kazooie is redeemable. Believe it or not. Ah, I see. I don't think Newtopia has saves. I could be wrong though, I just downloaded it through Virtual Console, I didn't play much of it. I feel like there are no saves, but I am an ignorant man. And we can go down here, I think, yep. Get a life. Get attacked. They were a lot like the Master System cards, actually. So we are very much approaching a castle of sorts. And these bubbles are the worst. Because they're just very small, very hard to get a, oh, okay. That was unfortunate. We're in Haunted Town. Sorry, Haunted Tower. And this is where the game may end shortly, because things get a little tricky in Haunted Tower. So many bones. Yeah, this is only going to be an hour-long live stream, but I'm going to play until I run out of lives. I'm probably not going to finish the game, just so you know, but it's very easy to find the ending online, and I have finished it before, but I'm a little out of practice, and these last levels, they really amp up the difficulty in slightly unfair ways. I feel like they just ran out of space on the card, so it's like, we gotta do something. So these last levels are kind of like just gauntlets of pain and hatred. Okay, one more try. There we go. Maybe not that one. I know there's like a bevy of lives or something on one of these side paths, but I hate these ghosts. You can't kill them. Again, Dark Souls. Okay. Let's try this. That helps me a lot. Also, we can do that. Okay. I'll do it, guys, I'll do it. It was worth it, it was all worth it, believe me. I needed the extra life. Yeah, sorry if I'm being a little quiet during this part. It's kind of tricky, and I'm trying to concentrate because I want to see if I can actually finish this game this time instead of just entertaining you. There we go. I have played Parasol Stars, but it's been probably a decade or so, so I'm no expert on the matter. So actually having this, yeah, excuse my voice cracking, having this weird power-up is going to help me because I can just fly to the top instead of jumping, which is very easy to do. Okay, there's Magic Koopas, which I forgot about. But they're easy enough to avoid, kind of. So I believe we have a boss rush mode, which the bosses in this game are pretty easy, which is good. Oh, it's this guy. Okay. He's a boss I haven't fought before, but he's kind of tricky. And that wasn't too hard. He's kind of like the Metal Sonic of the Bonk universe. One sec. Yeah, this guy is kind of tough. I believe his arms come off and try to attack you. Especially, yeah, right here. He's not happy, his helmet's knocked off, and, I'm actually drinking a Torpedo, which is an IPA. Yeah, I'm gonna lose a few lives to this guy, unfortunately, and that always happens because, he's hard. And if you didn't notice, they only give you 3 hearts back when you die, which is kind of bullshit. Okay. Intruder. So 5 lives. And gonna be eaten by a dinosaur. Very Dr. Wily-ish. Okay. I think this is just all boss rush, and then the final boss. Oh, actually, I think it's just like sort of like a bunch of little hard mini levels. Little hard mini levels with a boss at the end, if I remember right. I do need hearts. I need them very badly. So I'm gonna try to pass this guy. Oh, pfft. Okay. Yeah, that's why all those lives come in handy at the beginning of the game that you get, because these last levels are brutal. And I really forgot about that. And I'm trying to get hearts. Best Mega Man game, I like 3 the best. It's not the best objectively, 2 is really good as well. Oh, I'm a crab now. It's cool, because I can get places that people cannot go. Like up here. Maybe. Okay. Nothing is this way? Nope. Yeah, it is very Wario Land too, now that you mention it. Ugh. Still a crab. And I'm a crab again. I have backed some retro Kickstarters, I don't remember which ones, and I wish I could tell you offhand, but I really don't remember. I didn't back Mighty Number 9, I think I was very unemployed at the time, so I did not have a lot of extra money, so my apologies to KG Inafune, I'll still buy it when it comes out, but get out of there, Bonk! Get out of there, Bonk! There we go. I really hate these helicopters. They're the worst. That's why I'm gonna try to fly past them. I really could use that extra meat. Oh well. Okay, this is probably a huge mistake. Thought they have 3 of these guys on the screen at once. Do I go down? Nope. Oh my lord, what did I do? Actually, they're not too bad. I just lost a lot of health because I'm stupid. My favorite minigame is probably the ice level because I'm just kind of good at it through no fault of my own. I played it a lot, so it has a very natural rhythm. Oh my lord, come on. Jeez. Oh, I can't believe that keeps happening. Yeah, I'm not sure where to go now. Apparently there is some fruit in some of these, so I am pretty hurting for help. Okay, that's where I have to go. That's it. And I'm better fighting the captain again. I'll only lose a few lives to these bosses because I've fought them so many times before, and I got their patterns down for the most part, so... Yeah, the fights are very Sonic-y, now that you mention it. They have the same sort of music, same sort of rhythm to them. I'm just waiting for a missile barrage I can actually jump off of to do what I need to do. He's being uncooperative. There we go. I guess I screwed that up, I'm sorry. Man. You know, I think I actually do have to fight that Armadillo boss again, which is stupid. But I have a feeling that is going to be where I usually die in this game. Okay. I'm gonna do it! Ugh. Okay. Second time it's happened where I've killed a boss but ended up dying in the same hit. So here we go, more fun. More very, very hard levels, or micro levels. The Spook Tunnel. It's pretty spooky. Again, apologies for not talking very much. I'm just trying to win. I don't know if I'm going to finish the game at this rate, but I'm going to try. That was so much easier than the last thing I did, so I think I have to kill these guys first. Maybe not. I think this is... oh yeah, it's our old friend. I'll be less... more conservative this time. Because when his head comes in, it can hit you. Ah, knew it. Again, I am being kind of sloppy, I'm sorry. Okay, we're good. Okay, just 2 more of these left before we fight the boss. And I have one before without save states, believe it or not. I beat it when I downloaded it for Virtual Console like 5 years ago. This one's not too bad. Lots of piranha. Lots of spikes. You should know what you're doing at this point, though. Lots of crab time. You were kind of defenseless though as a crab, but you can actually get between these little cracks. Which is good. You can also avoid these piranha if you're smart. And I'm a little smart. Oh, I did it. Whew. I don't know how I managed to go this long without getting hit. I'm pretty amazed. I am so amazed that that happened. There we go. Back to regular times. Yeah. It is very Wario-landy, I'll give you that. And I'm down to my 3 original lives, not good. Whatever this guy's job is, he's not doing it well. Hi, Maria. Thanks for being watcher number 51. And I'm gonna be very careful. These piranha, they suck. I hate the piranha. They're hard to trick. I think they track you a little, so you gotta kind of be fast. There we go. Alright, you should die soon. Yeah, this stream is gonna end when I die, so you might not see the end of the game, but you'll see most of the game. If you want to see the end, check out YouTube. I'm sure the ending is online, as is everything that's ever been done. Come on, dinosaur. I believe if I did the ballerina, maybe. Yep. So, not a whole lot of changes here. Typical 8-bit tactics. Let's have you fight every boss again because we're out of ideas. We're out of space. I'm almost out of lives. I don't know what's hitting me when I do that, when I headbutt her from that side. It's weird. Yes! Ugh, we have so few lives left. Thanks for the compliments. I enjoy playing for you guys. It's going on a little bit longer than I wanted, but that's cool because I show off more of this cool game. The ambush tunnel with a new song. Okay. It's like, where's the ambush? There it is. Again, I'm being kind of quiet because of the difficulty of this part, so hang in there. Okay, that's pretty tough, but I did it. Yeah. That's what I need. That is what I need. That was so merciful. I love this game now. Although I forget, okay, this is the boss you missed, by the way. He's really easy, so don't worry. That doesn't actually hurt me, so... And I'm being a little reckless. Well, I won't be stealing your girlfriend, don't worry. I, I wish I was better. I think I'm doing okay, though. You're watching Bonk's Revenge, and that's a weird boss. I do feel like I'm going to have to fight that stupid armadillo again, and, God, I hope the actual boss is next, but I know I'm going to have to fight the armadillo again. Yes, I knew it! This is the part that I always lose at, because this armadillo sucks. For the sake of the viewers at home, I will try harder than I have been trying. Because I feel like I don't have too much longer to go. Let's just save real quick. I know the last boss is actually not too hard, believe it or not. Although that hurts. That takes off like 2 hearts, which I don't need in my life. So I'm gonna be so annoying and just keep saving, but I feel like it's mandatory at this point. Yes! Okay guys, I think I can finish this game now. There he goes. Take a look at that giant sprite. Now, I don't know, I forget how to kill him, but we'll do it. We'll do it if we have to save a lot and be annoying. I think you avoid the crown, because the crown is sharp. Try that again. So King K. Rool is really just a giant sprite that doesn't do a whole lot, but it's pretty visually impressive. I have finished this game without save states, by the way. And where do you hit him? Sorry, I'm just gonna do a little experiment because I don't know where to hit this guy. There we go, right on the eyebrow ridge. I don't think he does much more than this, actually. You just kind of do some basic dodging, and then wait for him to pass by. Of course, you know, I have the power of God here, so... And also, yeah, you don't really know which side he's coming from, and he's huge, so... And you have to be really precise. His name is King K. Rool, which is kind of like the Kremling guy in Donkey Kong Country. I think his name is K. Rool as well. Okay. You have to be so on the dot there. Yes, we did it. So we are going to see the ending after all. Through, okay, a little bit later. I really don't need to be doing this. I don't know why I keep quick saving, but, yeah, really, I mean, I think this guy has probably one of the easier patterns in the game. That armadillo boss is way harder than he is. You can do that, actually, to get away from him if you need to. That should have been a hit. Okay. You can actually phase through him, I guess. I think the similarities to King Koopa are not unintentional. Okay, he's dead. Well, that's Bonk's Revenge, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the live stream tonight. We're gonna watch the ending, which is very brief, I think. And, I have finished it without the aid of special utilities, but, tonight I couldn't, so please forgive me. But as a bonus, you get an okay ending. The moon explodes, and that poor dinosaur's gonna be crushed in the middle. Oh, maybe not. That's the princess actually. She's a dinosaur. I am pretty surprised I finished the game actually, but I'm glad the moon is. I'm glad the moon is full once again. Okay, great. And now they're gonna smooch. Interspecies love, people. It can work. Yep. And not much of an ending, but the remix of the theme is great. I love it. It's also very, very Japanese. This is like kind of like how you draw Bonk. Although I believe the Japanese version of the game, this is a different drawing because he has the angry eyebrows here, the angry eyebrows and the smirk, which does not look like him at all in the game. He's very happy-go-lucky. He's kind of pinkish. That's Bonk. He's gonna kind of dance around for you. So I will let these credits run, but I really wonder what happened to these people because I mean, they're not names obviously, but the director had to do something else because this game is so great. It's very well done. The graphics are amazing. Not even for the time. I think they still look good. I mean, it's hard to find 2D games that look better than this now. Maybe they have more animation, but you know. Yeah, Bonk is doing a little dancing around the screen here. But yeah, like I do admit, playing through it again, like they do reuse a lot of content. That weird. There are 2 stages in the game. It's like here's stage 1, but harder. That's okay though. I mean, there's a lot of character that I don't see in a lot of games from 1991. And Booga means see ya. So that's a good enough place as any to go. Thank you for joining me on tonight's live stream. If you didn't know, the podcast I help out with is Retronauts. Go to retronauts.com. Every week there's a new topic, a new classic gaming topic, and they're all fun. And yeah, so thanks a lot for joining me tonight, guys. And that was Bonk's Revenge, one of my favorite games of the era, really. And there was another game, so that's not a lie. So again, thanks for joining me. This will be on YouTube at some point. Check out our Twitter and our Facebook. Just look up Retronauts on there. You'll find us. And yeah. It's been a lot of fun, and thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.